Hello you guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. So I've just seen the news that Elaine is no longer representing Miss Heard in her appeal situation. You know what, like honestly, if I were Elaine, I would be overjoyed to have, well, honestly, she's gonna be connected to this case for forever. It was on the public television for everybody to see. She was absolutely awful. She had no clue what the hell she was doing. She proved herself to be stupid as hell. Like, it just, everything was inappropriate. She didn't know how to ask questions. She had to be told how to ask her questions. She got objected. Like, there was one time she got objections. I think it was like 5 times in a row. And it was sustained. And she was sitting up there looking stupid. And it's just like, apparently Amber made her cry because she was seen in the bathroom crying and stuff, and everybody has sympathy for her at that moment. But then it's like, no girl, because the whole time you were sitting there lying. You knew about the whole jury situation, but then after y'all lost, then you want to come up and try to act like, oh, this jury is an issue. We know that you destroy evidence. Like, we just know that you're god fucking awful. Awful! So now Amber this is disposed of her and moved on and has some new representation. This is what Amber does. Like, you get disposed of once you are no longer in need. She sucked everything she could out of Elaine, ruined her career, made her look like an idiot, and now she's moving on to other representation. So I'm gonna take a look at that when I get home, because I am actually still at work now at my lunch break. So I want to get a clear understanding of if it was Elaine being fired or if Elaine decided to move on herself. So once I get home, I'll be able to look at it a little bit more, but I'm just like, girl, write your tell-all. Now there is no lawyer-client confidentiality or whatnot. I don't know if that still stands, but she's not representing Amber anymore. So write your tell-all. Tell us the tea. Let it all out. Tell us why you were in the courtroom crying. What is it? Tell us why it looked like Amber every time you looked over at her was annoyed as hell. Like, please, we need the tea. We need the details. So we'll check it out in a little bit. I made it home. I made it home. And for one, I really do have to realize how much that's a blessing in itself to like make it home, because some people just don't, and it's really sad. And when I think about it, driving is terrifying. Like, you really are having to trust. Like, literally, I was driving today and this guy was about to get over. I'm like, did you even look? Did you even look? Like, you have to trust all these people around you to be paying attention, do the right thing, know how to drive. And like, it really is terrifying, like, when I really think about it. So like, now I got driving anxiety out of nowhere at the age of 29. So I'm like, I really need to start my therapy. But I'm home. It's Monday. Elaine got fired. Yay. I thought that they left that stuff for Fridays. Typically they fire on Friday, hire on a Monday. Guess they did both. Poor Elaine. Poor Elaine. Actually, not really. It's funny. It's actually hysterical how funny it is that this woman, Amber Heard, everywhere she goes, every person she comes in contact with, it's such a pattern. She uses and abuses them, chews them up, and spits them out. Like, she, without any fucking regard. Like, okay, it says, oh, Elaine stepped down, and there's like this statement and stuff, but you all know she got fired. Apparently she kept Rottenborn. But it's just like, I don't understand. I don't understand why people allow this woman to do this to them repeatedly. Like, she even said it in her so-called love letter. Do y'all remember? She said, I want to rip you apart, devour you, and savor the taste. And it's just like, you do that with every single person you come in contact with them. And Eve is next. She's sitting on here tripping all weekend. She is next. She is next. So Elaine gets fired. So let's see what she has to say. So we get a statement from Amber's spokesperson, a la Eve Barlow, which is just, it's fucking hysterical. These people are so goddamn, they're so fucking dumb. So the statement says, when it comes to protecting the fundamental right of freedom of speech, because they're like, literally, bitch, you fucking lied. You called him a wife beater. You called him an abusive person, like that he abused you. You put that in a Washington Post. You consulted lawyers about it because you knew your ass was fucking wrong. Anyway, we look at the jury's decision to paraphrase a famous quote. Not as the beginning of the end, but merely the end of the beginning. So it's like, oh, we're not done. We're not finished. We only just got started. I'm taking that as a threat. I'm taking that as a threat. And I saw that tweet. I posted it on my channel on the community, the tweet that freaking what's her name, Eve Barlow put out, talking about all you Depp fans, you're going down. And then she wants to say this, it's not the beginning of the end, but merely the end of the beginning. So what's coming? What are you about to do? What is really coming? So you drop Elaine, you fire her, and you're about to come with some fire shit. We've seen the unsealed documents. There's nothing. There's nothing. So it proceeds. A different court warrants different representation, particularly as so much new evidence is now coming to light. What new evidence? You have literally been saying that there's mountains and mountains and mountains of evidence. We went through a 6-week effing trial. We have the unsealed documents. There is nothing. And you can't even bring in new evidence to this appeal, honey. So what are you talking about? They just talk out of their ass. I feel like they're trying to have some fear-mongering situation going on to make people think they have so much. And it's you have nothing. You've had nothing. You're not going to have nothing. So that's the statement, all right? So Elaine is fired. She got the boot. Amber used and abused her. And it's just over. It's a wrap. And I'm just thinking, okay. So you're fired. They put out a statement on you. We now know that you're passing on the baton, and you're pledging to cooperate with this other team. Are you using that synonymously with I'm not going to cooperate a fucking bit? I'm going to just say that right now, but then I'm going to get off the face of the earth or something. Honestly, what I want from Elaine now, I really need from her now, okay, this is the thing that fucking kills me. Amber can manipulate people to doing all types of shit to make them be fucking idiots to the public. Elaine has ruined her career. She made her hours after losing this trial. Amber made Elaine get up in all these goddamn news interviews and shit. Hours after losing and making herself look a fool for 6 weeks and talk about this case and this, that, and other for Amber to try to be her support and her backbone and talk about how this isn't fair and all this fucking bullshit. So what I need you to do, Elaine, is honestly get in an interview. I'm expecting you. You got on an interview so fast in June. I need an interview tomorrow telling us everything. I want it to be scathing. I want it to be brutal. I want to know everything. You better get up there. You better get up there in your Elaine Brenda Koff courtroom fucking finest with your hair flipped up and curled with your fucking Milani palette, and you better sit up there and tell us everything. Tell us why she made you cry. I want to know it all. Tell us all the behind the scenes shit, Elaine, because she embarrassed you. The eye rolling, the turning her head from you, it was clear that she just didn't. Now, Elaine, she really didn't do herself any good. But Amber was so rude to her. She did not even give you the time to process the ruining of your career before getting up on 9 o'clock fucking news the next day to talk some bullshit. So I need to see an interview, Elaine. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This woman keeps doing it. And I'm really worried for Eve because she's delusional as hell and she's really not seeing what everybody else around her is seeing. Where are these people's family? Where are these people's friends to pull them aside to be like, do you see how this looks like? Break it. Sometimes people need stuff broken down for them. break it down. Do you see how this looks? Do you see this situation for really what it is? Do you see the pattern of this woman? Do you see how she's making you look like a complete idiot at every turn that she can? What real work is Eve going to be able to do after this? It's just so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed for her. So this says Amber Heard hires new appellant counsel. Ooh. Okay, so August 15th, 2022, Washington, D.C., Amber Heard has hired Ballard Spahr, S-P-A-H-R. Spahr? I will fuck up a name. Like, I can't pronounce shit. Like, I just can't pronounce anything. So Ballard Spahr, I kind of like the name Ballard, as her lead appellant counsel in preparation for filing the appeal Ballard Spahr as her lead appellant counsel in preparation for filing to appeal the June 1st, 2022 defamation trial verdict, led by David L. Axelrod and J. Ward Brown. The pair successfully defended the New York Times against Sarah Palin's defamation suit earlier this year. Jay has been representing journalists, news organizations, documentary filmmakers, and other speakers in First Amendment cases for over 30 years. Like, what makes these people take these cases? And it's just like, okay, she's probably now trying to see, like, okay, I'm going to get the best First Amendment lawyer in the world. I'm going to try to scare these people. I'm going to come for them for this First Amendment shit. But the evidence is out there. It was proven. Everybody and their mother fucking knew that the article was about Johnny V. Depp. You went to lawyers. You said yourself that the article was about him. You can have all the freedom of speech that you want. This is what I don't understand. What is not getting through these people's head? You can have all the freedom of speech that you want. Don't fucking lie. And you lied and you knew you were lying. You were not hit. Okay, I can't. They say, we welcome the opportunity to represent Ms. Heard in this appeal, as it is a case with important First Amendment implications for every American. So no, because if the outcome is anywhere different, it's going to be that women can just say, or anybody for that matter, can just go out and say whatever the fuck they want to say about whatever with no consequence. It's going to be like a goddamn witch hunt. Like, that's not something that's good for Americans. If you lie, you sit there and you're proven to be a liar in the court of law, you're a goddamn fucking liar. The evidence showed it through and fucking through. Like, it's so they have all this stuff about Ballard Spahr and just kind of like their background and everything. And I'm just wondering, is it normal to put out all this background about your legal team and like their past works and stuff? Or is this kind of just a strategy because they're always strategizing to try to say, look, we've got the best lawyer in this. You better be scared. You're going down. Like, is that, it kind of has that type of vibe to me. So it's just like, and then Laura B says, new evidence, the jury heard AH admit the op-ed was about Johnny. Lies are not protected speech. Exactly. Exactly. And then the question comes up of like, who the hell is paying? Who is paying? So apparently Laura B was saying that it was going to be a Wells Fargo insurance or something, but then apparently it's going to now be Travelers Insurance. How these insurance companies are paying for this shit, I swear this is the most rich people shit I've ever heard. You can just get your insurance company to pay for your bullshit and you don't have to come out of pocket. We normal people could not do that. I guarantee you. Like, there's no way. There's no effing way. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is just, it's just laughable. It's laughable. And so I find it interesting that she kept Rottenborn. And well, it's actually not that interesting because I believe that Rottenborn was a good lawyer, because quite honestly, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe it was in his closing. And I was feeling a little shaky because he was fucking good. He's a good lawyer. He is a good lawyer. But he was teamed up with an asshat and she didn't know what the fuck was going on. She didn't know if she was coming and going. She was calling people the wrong name. She couldn't get her questions out. She sat up on the stand and said, I'm trying. I'm trying. Like, she did that in court, and oh my God, I know Amber reamed her the fuck out for that. She literally stood up on the stand, not on the stand, but stood up in court and said, I'm trying, bitch. What? You just told the jury, look, bitch, I don't know what the fuck, I'm stuck. I don't know what the hell to do. This bitch is fucking lying and I'm trying. You literally told the jury that. Like, she's goddamn fucking awful. So Ben is still in. Elaine is gone. I really hope to see her in an interview, a tell-all book. Like, literally scorch the earth with this woman. Like, she's trash. Amber is still going. It's not going to end. And people are saying that it's interesting that all of a sudden this information is coming out on the day that it's released that Johnny is going to be directing a new movie with Al Pacino. So like, it's always like they're trying to swoop in. Every time Johnny has something good going on, they swoop in with some bullshit. It's like they're clocking the fuck out of him. They're stalking him. They want all attention off of him. She hates it. She fucking hates it. She wants this man to disappear, die, roll over. Like, she wanted to be him. She wanted to take his place and then have him die like in a closet somewhere. Like, it's the scariest situation ever, and she's not letting it go. She's not letting it go. She's never going to let it go. So him and Al Pacino are teaming up, and Johnny's directing. When Johnny said, I'm moving on with my life, when Johnny said, I'm moving on, he meant, I am moving the fuck on. Like, and he never looked back. And I hope he never does, because this is some bullshit. So it says, Johnny Depp to direct his first movie in 25 years. Al Pacino to produce. Excellent. Excellent. So the actor will return behind the camera for, oh God, here's another, I'm gonna butcher it. Behind the camera for Magellani. Oh my God, it's Modigliana. Like, I have no type of accent. I can't roll my R's. Like, I try to speak Spanish and I can't. So it's Amado Magellani. I'm not saying that right, but basically it's a biographical drama about an Italian artist, Amado Magellani. Al Pacino is producing the film with Barry Navati. It's going to be based on Dennis McIntyre's play, and it's taking place in 1916 Paris. Okay, I love a period piece. Like, I love period films. I love period books. I love the historical dramas. I love the historical, like, I just love it all. I wish that I could go to like a Renaissance fair one day and like get to dress up in like those dresses and everything. Like, my dream is to be able to wear like one of those fancy big ball dresses with the corset and all the, oh my God, like one day I'll get there. But so this is great. This is great. Okay, so it's going to navigate a turbulent, eventful 48 hours that will become a turning point in his life, ultimately solidifying his reputation as an artistic legend. So Johnny is directing. I'm so proud of him. We got a picture this past weekend of him like in his art space or whatever, and you can just see him in his environment. Could you imagine, like, you're with Johnny? Christian's gonna come. He hates when I talk like this, but when you met, like, you're with Johnny, right? And like, he's this artist or whatever, and like, you're at home, like, you wake up, you come down, and he's like doing his art and shit, and everything's all over everywhere. You got the big couch over there. Like, Amber had it all. You can only see how the rest of that goes, but Amber, the big windows and the sunlight coming in and just like effing Johnny, she had it all, and that is why she will never in this life move the fuck on, bitch. You did it to yourself. Like, that's why you're so effing mad. It didn't have to be this way. He told you it didn't have to be this way. Y'all maybe could have still been friends if you would have just amicably settled this shit, and you know, you could have still been fucking on the side or something. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe not, because obviously she was abusing him, but like, you could have had, like, come on. You could have been set up, like, you could have still had your shows, your movies, your fucking events, your fucking sponsorships, your goddamn ambassadorships and shit. Like, you fucked yourself. Like, you did this to yourself. And this is why this is all so frustrating, because this woman literally for no goddamn reason decided she wanted to ruin somebody's life and take somebody's life down. And then when she got caught up in the bullshit, she didn't want to take responsibility and take the consequences for her actions. Like, that is it. That is literally it. And then now, in the middle of you doing all of that, you're now saying that you're a domestic violence survivor, which really gets me out of all of this. And you know that you're not. You know that you're not. Like, you go to sleep at night, you put your head on your goddamn pillow, and you just go to sleep peacefully, knowing that you're a fucking liar, and that everybody in the world who has some sense knows that you're a goddamn fucking liar. I'm sorry for that rant. It just really pisses me off. Like, it pisses me off. Because there are women out there that like really need help, or like in some shit, and they feel afraid, and they won't be believed because of some bullshit like this. And it's irresponsible as hell. And it's irresponsible for the media not to say fucking more about it. Not to boldface call it what it is, that Amber is a goddamn fucking liar, and now she's trying to run and hide from the consequences. And now she's firing Elaine. And the umbrella guy made a good point on Twitter, if you didn't see it. He said, how interesting, paraphrasing, how interesting is it that you want to be such a big proponent and women's rights advocate and this, that, and another, but now you fire the only fucking woman, and now your whole team is a whole bunch of old white men. Make that make sense. Everything she does doesn't make sense or line up with anything that she says. She says whatever she wants to say in the moment just to get away with it. Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Anyway, palette cleanser. Johnny and Al Pacino. Looking great. This was 25 years ago, Avi. I had to calm myself down off of that, because it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And some other news, segueing so I don't get pissed off. Jason Alexander, y'all remember when Jason Alexander, Britney's ex, literally trespassed, crashed her wedding prior to it even starting, was all in her house, all on her property, giving us sneak peeks of the wedding decorations and everything like a clown. He has a permanent restraining order against his ass. Britney got a permanent restraining order against him. So I'm happy. I'm happy. It says, Britney Spears' ex-husband Jason Alexander, who crashed her wedding and broke into her home back in June, has accepted a plea deal in a felony stalking case. You goddamn stalker. That's so weird. The felony stalking count and misdemeanor vandalism count are both dropped under the deal per court records. The plea was accepted by Judge Gilbert Romero. Excuse me. And he sentenced Alexander to 128 days in county jail. Damn. Although he isn't actually required to serve the time due to prior good behavior. What? I swear some people can get away with anything. Prior good behavior. Just 2 months ago, you trespassed someone's fucking home and went into their goddamn wedding and were filming it somewhere where you were not supposed to be. What good behavior? What good behavior? Oh my God. So he has a permanent restraining order. Thank God. I'm sure Britney is happy about that. Britney has like a lot of music coming out. She's doing a lot of shit. Hence why her family's freaking the fuck out, because they ain't gonna see none of the money from what she's about to do. They ain't about to see none of it. They were in her pocket for so long. So long. Also, did we see Adele? Right now I'm just going through like my Twitter feed and my likes and shit. But did we see Adele for Elle? She looks beautiful. Look at her. I love her hair color. Is that natural? Is she natural red? Like, or is that strawberry blonde? Is that red? I don't know, but she looks gorgeous. Oh my God, Adele. Yes, yes. And here's the other cover. She looks so good. Good for her. Talk about a comeback. I know that divorce was hard and she had to pay her ex a bunch of effing money, but she looks good. She looks real, real good. Okay, what else is going on? What else is going on? I would love to go to Versailles. Oh my God, isn't it gorgeous? Like, Johnny gets to film here. Imagine that type of life. He gets to film in Versailles. That is a life achievement. For real, for real. Oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all. That just took a lot out of me, because when I think about like the real deepness of this and everything that Johnny like endured, and the fact that this woman like planned this as far back as like when she fucking met him, even before like acquiring him and everything, and how planned out and methodical it is sick, and it's scary. It's so scary. So Elaine, we hope to see you very soon in an article, not in an article, on an interview in your courtroom finest, honey, because I saw you out there styling and profiling with the, bring your little Milani palette, do it all, get your bag, because you're not getting it from Amber anymore, and just, you know, tell us all. You could even come on my channel, we'll talk, we'll chat. Like, this is not a production, it's never a production here, but that day it would be the biggest production ever. I will give you a production, honey. Like, Elaine, let's talk. I will ask all the questions, you just have to simply answer. Like, it would be beautiful, it would be so good. But yeah, guys, that's all that's going on with Elaine. Amber is still using and abusing people, manipulating people, chewing them up, spitting them out, you know, and Eve is still a fucking delusional, threatening now. She's threatening people, going crazy. Yeah, apparently Meghan and Harry are actually going back to the UK for this Young Leaders Summit or something, like World Young Leaders or something summit. They're going back to the UK. And I saw some people tripping like, oh, you don't want to be a part of us, you don't want to be here, you don't like the royal family, but here you want to come back to get some publicity and press and like make some money and this, that, and the other. So it's like every move they make, they are on this woman, but it's like, it's so hard because I do see both sides. Like, I see both sides, but sometimes it's just like too much. Like, because like I've been like interested in stuff on Twitter and whatnot, like a lot of like Meghan and Harry stuff comes up on my timeline, and just the stuff that I see, people are tripping. Like, they dislike this woman so hard, and it's my fault because I have not yet finished Tom Bower's book, because I've been reading like this, it's been like this vampire romance book, and they have like this half-child, like it's way before Twilight, but it's like, whatever. I've been reading that has my interest a lot more than Tom Bower's book, but I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying really bad. And then I also wanted to kind of give a shout out. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Because it was very sweet and it made my day. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Yes, so I want to shout out Samantha James, Laisha. I'm sorry, I butcher names. Like, I swear to God, I can't pronounce names to save my life. But she really helped me out. This was very cool, very helpful with my whole lock situation. As you can see, I have a wig on because I don't get my next retwist till the 18th. I'm struggling up underneath here, so she gave me some really good tips, wrote me a sweet little email, like gave me like all these tips, really cute freaking hairstyles. I think my hair has to get like a little bit longer for me to do them, but like there was one, and like even like hair wraps and stuff. I think I can do like this one. Let me see if it'll pull up. Why does it take forever to load? I could like do that and like pin it back behind my hair and kind of, typically my part's been in the middle, so I don't know how I can kind of finagle it to get it to the side, or if that's just how my hair is growing, but like I can't wait for my hair to get this length, because that's adorable. That is adorable. So like just like nourishing my locks and everything, like she sent me like, it's like a guidebook, like it's literally like a guidebook. So Samantha, James, thank you so much if you see this. I truly appreciate it. I did respond to you. It's so helpful. It was so helpful because you taught me like about not moisturizing like my actual hair so much, but like more so maintaining my scalp, because then it'll get like bushy as it has been, like make it less for it to lock or whatever. And like I wrap my hair at night, but it always comes off because I sleep wild, so I probably need to get like a bonnet to put on top of that, but just all types of good stuff. So I am very thankful, very very thankful. So I am going to go cook dinner. We're gonna do a little salmon tonight, and watch our shows. We've been watching Claim to Fame. If you guys have not seen that, it's on Hulu with what's his face, Kevin Jonas and Frankie Jonas, and it's like celebrities, siblings and family members, and they're all in this house and like they have to guess who is who. It's cute. So we've been enjoying that. So I am gonna go and get my dinner started and hang out with Christian and do all that good stuff and relax for my day at work. So I hope that you guys have had an amazing day. A hell of a lot better than Elaine and Eve and Amber, our faves. And I will see you guys a little bit later. Think about liking, think about subscribing. If not, I completely understand, but I appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. Yeah, bye.